Hi, I'm Mark Toole with 8020service.com. Today's customer service video question of the day is from Quora. The question is customer service considered a skill? Why or why not? And as usual, I'm going to kind of disagree with the conventional answer here, and I'm going to say definitively, I'm not going to hedge. There's people who say, yes, customer service is absolutely a skill, and there's people like, well, I don't know, kind of. I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to tell you customer service is 100% not a skill. And if you're treating customer service as a skill, if you're training people in customer service, chances are you're getting things wrong, you're making a lot of mistakes, and your actual customer service is going to suffer as a result. Let me explain. Well, we're all familiar with the conventional approach to customer service. You have the big call center, the email equivalent, a bunch of NPCs sitting there plugged into machines, reading off procedures guides, reading off scripts. If customer asks about this, do these 3 things and paste this script or say this script over and over and over again. The customers are calling about the same repetitive issues, questions, requests, tasks, etc. over and over and over and over again. So basically, these people are plugged into a machine, repeating the same simple tasks all day long. They have no thought process involved or invested in this. They have no input into the writing of the templates or the procedures. They certainly can't fix or prevent these issues that these people are asking about hundreds of times a day from ever happening. They just simply sit there and read off of a script. And in order to do that, a few things are required. Yes, there's the training of how to use the software, of how to read off a script, etc. But really, I don't know if this can be trained. I'm sure some of these companies intentionally do train for this, whether they admit it or not. You need obedience. You need blind subservience. You need someone who's going to put their brain aside and plug into the machine, go down the procedures, read the scripts, do as the system tells them to do without thinking about it, without questioning it, because that just makes them less efficient at running that computer program that's written in the form of procedures. For this, people will consider this a skill. You can read the script in a way that sounds like you're really saying it. You can find the correct procedure very quickly. You could take very few piss breaks so that your time available looks good. You can get through calls very, very quickly so you can do more calls answering the same question all day long, every day. These are skills that people are taught, but if this is your approach, if this is what you want for your business, especially if you're starting a business, if you've got a side hustle, if you're running a small business of any kind, this is not what you want for your customers, for your people. This is what you might assume is the only way. You might go along with this. You might think that's the only option. You might just outsource this to some guy somewhere and he's going to do this because he used to work at Comcast and that's what they told him to do. So, that's where customer service is considered a skill. These are not the skills that I want for people who do customer service for me. I help businesses get customer service right. I run customer service for businesses, and this is the exact opposite of the person that I want. You people, I don't know who you people are, but Comcast or somebody, these big companies, that's who I'm talking to, I guess, here, will hire people based on this, based on subservience, based on willingness to follow procedure, whether it makes sense or not, ability to turn off the brain, ability to put up with unpleasant situations all day long, have somebody scream in their face and tell them they're an asshole, and they say, I understand you are experiencing dissatisfaction today, Mr. Customer's last name. May I assist you with signing up for a landline telephone service that you don't need because it's 2019? This is what they're selecting for. This is not what I'm looking for. This is not what you should be looking for. My approach to customer service is simple. That's why the website, 8020 Service, like the 8020 principle, 8020service.com, is about keeping things simple. It's about doing the few things that matter most, and for customer service, it basically runs almost in a decentralized way, where the people doing customer service for me understand the business. They understand the products. They understand the promotions that are going on, and they understand what we can offer, what we can't offer. They also can make decisions about these things. If a customer says, hey, you got any discounts for this? Yeah, we can give you a discount on that, or we'll give you this, it's a standard offer, but he doesn't know that. Hey, I'm having trouble with this. Can you help me figure this out? They can help you figure it out because they know how it works and because they know how to think and explain things to a person. I don't want someone who sits there waiting to be told what to do, who will sit in the bathroom all day long if the piss break timer breaks. I want the person who I don't know or care if or when they're pissing, that their work just simply gets done, and I don't have to think about it ever. I don't want the person who's going to come to me and ask me a question every single customer interaction he has because he wants me to answer it because he's covering his ass and he doesn't want to get punished or get in trouble. I want the person who makes the decisions on their own. Yes, they can come to me if it's something strange, it's something one-off, something they've not seen before. Yes, come ask me about it. But I don't want the person asking me about it all the time. I want the person who can sit down and think and make a decision and act on it. And if necessary, we'll revisit that if things are wrong or if there's a mistake made. But generally it's not, because I found that people tend to rise or fall to your expectations of them. The people I'm talking about that do an excellent job of this, for example, are outsourced reps working remotely in the Philippines for, I'm not going to list specific pay ranges, but much, much less than anybody in the US would be paid for similar work, and providing a much, much better product. In this case, the customer service that they provide. How? Because they're smart people, and I acknowledge that and say, you know what you're doing. Here's some things that can help you. We have these templates for common emails and things like that. I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure most of these customer complaints never happen because we fix the things in advance. But things are going to come through. Your job is to deal with it. Here's how this stuff works. You understand this. Then you go and deal with it. Think about it. Figure it out. Use your own brain. Don't ask me about this. This is good for two reasons. One, if selfishly, they don't ask me about it. I don't have to interrupt my day to think about the thing, or if it's for businesses I'm helping with this, they don't interrupt the owner of the business or whoever about this. They simply handle it. And B, the people working for me, imagine the difference between those two jobs. You had a customer service job where you're just plugged into a machine, reading off a poorly written script. A fat lady that smokes vapes is timing your breaks, and you're like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, it's 9:15, and they tell me I have to eat lunch at 9:15 in the morning. I guess I'll do that. That kind of job, where you're busy all the time and people are screaming at you, I've been on hold for 45 minutes, the phone beeped in my ear and asked me to press 47 for English, you guys suck. Or somebody who opens up a laptop, checks some emails and say, oh, this guy's got an email. Oh, let me figure that out. Handle it for him. Oh, what's this one? I've never seen this before. Let's see how we can figure this out for the guy. Something that requires you to use your brain. Something where you're not swamped, busy all the time. Something where there isn't some sort of office Nazi standing around timing your piss breaks and telling you you're 60 seconds late today and all this other nonsense. Treat people like intelligent people. Treat them with respect. Yes, they expect them to get the job done, but hire people who will get the job done and who can work under these circumstances, and you'll be doing much better than the businesses who consider customer service to be a skill. There are a lot of skills associated with that. You have to be able to think. You have to be able to understand what someone's asking, empathize with someone, put yourself in their position, make decisions on the fly. All of these things are skills. Communicate effectively with other people. All of these things you could say are skills, and they are. A lot of them are sort of inherent to human nature. We all have these skills to some degree or another. Some of us are better at these things than others. Yes, there's things you can do to develop them, but what I suggest for this is simply hire someone who has these skills, these characteristics already, and leverage that for your business. There's the thing, calling this a skill of customer service isn't really a thing, because at the end of the day, you're simply solving problems. You're answering questions, you're figuring things out, and you're talking to people. Customer service doesn't have to be this monolithic thing that we train people in. It's just simply understanding that people are going to have questions and problems and issues and concerns, and someone needs to help them with that, someone who knows what they're doing. That's my answer to this question. I'll wrap this up here. As always, I do one of these videos every weekday on a customer service question. I write regularly on business and customer service as well, both on Quora, where I'm posting these videos, where I'm getting the questions from, and on the website. Videos are posted on YouTube as well. The website is 8020service.com. A little out of order here, but that's okay. 8020service.com, where there's also a daily email that I write about this stuff, customer service, business, customer service profits, customer service as a profit center. Get on the list there. You can receive that. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this video up here, and I'll be back tomorrow with another one.